Good evening, guys. Warm welcome to the program. Today we are going to see a job posting for a reputed multinational manufacturing organization for a supply chain position. Please note, I am not a recruiter or a placement consultant. I am a career consultant. So I can guide you how to apply for this position. If you understand the job description, the intention of this program is there is a big gap between the candidate's understanding of what the employer wants. So I am trying to bridge that gap through such of this live interaction. Any one of you, if you have any doubts or clarification, you can type in the comments. This program is being live streamed in all social media apart from LinkedIn, like YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. You even if you are not watching live, you can always comment so that me or our executive can reach you back. So allow me to attach a screen for the today's program. If you like the program, you are welcome to comment or like the program so that others can also benefit from this program. So once again, warm welcome to the program. Now will let us go into the details of interview JD. It could be a job posting, not exactly interview. But if you understand what are the expectation from employers, then at least you can fetch a interview call. Of course, there are various stages of changing the job. I am focusing only in the supply chain and allied area, specifically for multinational organization which are looking for supply chain professional. So before going into this profile or a job description, let me briefly introduce myself. My name is Pattabhiraman. This is my Udemy profile. I have nearly 3,500 candidates doing program, various program in Udemy, and I am also available in LinkedIn. I am you can follow me or connect with me. I am searchable with the keyword supply chain master. As far as my profile is concerned, I am an engineer with a PG degree in management and data science. I have nearly 2.5 decades working in these global organizations, starting from Bosch. I have started my career as a planning executive in Bosch and continued for 15, 16 years in Bosch, then moved on to other global corporations. In the last 7, 8 years of my association with this organization, I was heading end-to-end supply chain management. So during my career, I have been handling supply chain in various subdomain at various levels. In the last 4 years, I am heading an organization known as Thoughtword Training Private Limited. As far as certification is concerned, maybe if you are a supply chain executive, you should be aware about AACM or APIX. They are a globally recognized certification. These are more relevant if you are in the job market, whether you are in core supply chain or logistic domain. These are essential. Now, if you are wondering why you are not getting interview call, maybe this could be one of the reason. I also have certification from DDA, which is equivalent to ASCM. With these certifications, I am also a certified purchasing manager and project management professional, apart from qualified in business analytics. About our organization, we are 5-year-old organization based in Bangalore. We provide both consulting and training in the field of supply chain, logistic, and procurement. One of our globally recognized program is supply chain analytics program. You will see such title being used by multinational company, whether you are in core supply chain or inventory or procurement or logistic. Now the MNCs call that position as an analyst because apart from having the core domain knowledge, they expect you to have analytical skill. One such a job I am going to present today. The job is from the globally renowned. It is in fact a Fortune 100 company, Caterpillar, and I have picked this job from Indeed portal, and today I have picked it, 27th June, and also the job was posted today. So the posting is live, and the name of the title of the job is Logistic Analyst 1. I'm not sure 1 or 2 what it is denoting, but it is of a logistic profile combined with the analyst profile. This is what I was highlighting. More and more multinational organization, they have removed executive manager, all that category, and they are trying to call you as an analyst, either associate analyst or a analyst or a senior analyst, supply chain or logistic or procurement or inventory or supply. So you have to be prepared for this new change in the job title description. It is not only the title is changing, but also the requirement is also changing. Now let us go through the requirements. As far as basic thing, the position is for Bangalore. Education graduates are expected. Salary is not known, as usually the many organizations they do not specify. Since the experience expected is 4 years, I expect this job could fetch anywhere between 10 to 25 lakhs CTC. Okay. As far as the title is concerned, logistic analyst, the general expectation is you should have a very good in-depth knowledge in various logistic subdomain. When we say logistic, it could include warehousing, transportation, distribution, imports, exports, and more importantly, compliance related. Because many times we are interacting with very government agencies, whether it's for custom duty or GST. So you should be aware about various regulations, especially if you are in SEZ or EPZ. You should know various rules and regulation of the various governments. So for these kind of positions, the KPI could be transit time reduction. So I am assuming it's a core logistic job. So transit time, then transport or warehousing cost reduction. Of course, the KPI will be built around the cost, time, and the quality will be the KPI. As per since the title includes analytics, so you are expected to do the analytics related to logistic. For example, it could be supply chain or warehouse network, network optimization, or routing, vehicle loading optimization, and of course you have to work with CFAs, transporters. I am going by the title of this program, but we will see what is the details of this position. Of course, since you are going to interact with the imports, exports, the knowledge of HS code, various Incoterms, and other things are expected for this position. Okay. Coming to the career area, they have given logistic and job description. This is the summary of job. The logistic analyst role is primarily focused on maximizing external supplier performance through understanding our supply network to derive execution of planned and scheduled order, whilst also remaining focused on inventory management to prevent excess material within the network. So some surprising description here. When it talks about logistic, they are talking about supplier performance and inventory management. These are not hardcore logistic role, I believe. Then it could create a confusion. because many people, by seeing the title, they may not apply for such a job. By seeing this first summary description, it looks like it's a core supply chain job, not related with the logistic, transportation, and distribution. Possibly here they are talking about more towards supplier, so it could be more of a purchasing role or vendor development or contract manufacturing kind of a role. You have to be careful. When we saw last time Caterpillar, the job description was very much fine. It was related to the title what they were calling, but here the confusion starts because many people would have not applied assuming that it's a core logistic job. Okay, now you are seeing it's a combined, maybe possibly you can say purchasing and planning kind of a job role. So many people would have missed this if you are searching with some other description. As far as job responsibility is concerned, work with supplier to improve performance standard for suppliers. So it looks like more towards vendor development and sourcing related kind of a job description, but the title is misleading. Okay, delivering consistently below 95% on time. I think this is a typographical error from their site. I have checked twice. It's not. It should not be below. It should be above. Okay. So we something called KPI OTD. Normally, it is applicable for purchasing or planning guide to ensure 95% or above on time delivery. Okay, core logistic guy will not have this kind of KPI. Suppliers with lack of capacity or capability, so they want this type of supplier to be developed. Okay, this is so this role. So you can see even such a reputed company can mislead with this kind of a poorly designed job designation as well as description. So now we can understand this is more related towards vendor development. Okay. And as far as OTT is concerned, the expectation should be above 95%, not below 95%. Meanwhile, I see a lot of live participants. If you have any question, if you are welcome to type in the comments. Okay, continuing with that, suppliers with lack of planning or execution discipline. So possibly they are saying some of the suppliers do not have proper planning and execution. So we may have to develop them, collaborate with supplier to get promised date, actively follow, monitor progress on all the supplier commitment. I assume this logistic person will not do all this, not even a planning core supply chain job. This is more towards sourcing or vendor development. Okay, engage and discuss with global purchasing whenever a lack of supplier capability or capacity is identified. More related with expediting, alternate sourcing, or vendor development. So this job looks crazy with the title Logistic Analyst. The job description is more towards sourcing. Possibly, if someone from Caterpillar is listening, you have to highlight. Maybe they might have copy and pasted some wrong job description here. That's what my feeling is. Next one, take ownership to lead appropriate action plan for process improvement with the purchasing and other process partners, including warehousing and transportation team. Okay, here they're talking about process improvement, whether you are in logistic, purchasing, or core supply chain, process improvement is a part of your job. And this is where analytical skill is required. If you want to reduce the lead time from 2 days to 1 day, you need to analyze. That's where analytical skill is important. They have given some soft skill like people work effectively with colleagues, customers, suppliers at all levels. Leadership, no direct reports will demonstrate leadership skill level required to collect, compile, assimilate, communicate, maintain information as required. Strategy, perform analytical and administrative tasks, Customer, this role needs close interaction and strategic and site purchasing team, supply chain team, transportation, and customer service team. Okay, a bundle of soft skill, but once again, not clear about the role of a logistic analyst. Okay, you can see on the bottom right corner, we are discussing about the position from Caterpillar. The position name is logistic analyst. They have added further background experience. They are talking about 4 years experience in supply chain, logistic, and manufacturing background. This one more additional thing may come into play. Caterpillar is a manufacturing organization apart from maybe logistic other thing. So you should have some related experience in a manufacturing organization, verbal and written communication. So experience in business unit, logistic planning group, including demand planning, logistic planning. So it's a mix of bundle. I think we are mixing up and confusing people because you talk about sourcing, logistic, and finally we are talking about demand planning and logistic planning. Maybe I would like to interview the person who has made this kind of rubbish job description. Strong analytical and problem solving skill. This is what expected from the title. Okay, whether it's a logistic analyst, procurement analyst, or supply chain analyst, you are expected to have analytical problem solving tools. It's not only using some Python or SQL, but the analytical skill is you should be able to ask query depending upon what is the end solution. For example, if the task given is optimization, means you should know what kind of question you can ask from the data, or you should derive some insight from the data. That's where analytical skill is expected. Then ability to perform data query analysis. Okay, possibly since it's a global organization, you will get data in millions of record. Okay, you may, possibly Excel may not be able to handle. This is where you may have to import into SQL and then make a simple query. Now, knowing SQL or Python, you will not become a software developer or programmer. Once again, you are a supply chain executive with the additional knowledge of these tools. Okay, you are not going to convert yourself into a developer. That you please keep in mind. And nowadays, irrespective of this organization, most of the organization is looking for this kind of a skill set from the applicants. Okay, so you have to prepare yourself in this regard only. We have a lot of running program on supply chain analytics to develop this skill and bridge the gap between employers' expectation and the candidates' capability. Of course, when going to next, knowledge and understanding of Six Sigma project management principle. I feel even Six Sigma is somewhat outdated. When you know analytics, it overtakes Six Sigma. Able to build a strong relationship with various stakeholder. Okay, I can tell the analytics is a next extension of the Six Sigma tool. So if you know six analytics, Six Sigma may not be required. As a conclusion, I am not at all happy with the job description. Title says something and description gives something. So by this, lot of a genuine candidate will miss the opportunity to apply to a right job. On the other hand, it may be possible that thousands of applications may land in Caterpillar which are not correct or suitable. So, since this job is posted today, I request Caterpillar to withdraw this job posting, change the title. With this description, I understand more inclination. You are looking for 80% towards sourcing and vendor development, but the title logistic analyst is not at all relevant here. It looks like maybe the body of this job description is for copy pasted for some other requirement. So, by anyone reading this job description, it can be only a confusion for the candidates. Okay. Meanwhile, anyone who want to upskill, you can visit our site or get in touch with our executive in this WhatsApp number. We provide especially supply chain analytics program by seeing various job description. Nowadays, more and more organizations are looking for analytical skill. Number two is they are also looking for global certification, not a local certification. Don't do them because everyone is having some local certification. So, to succeed in your job change, two things are required. One is please develop supply chain analytical skill. Second is get global certification. This is what we are trying to provide. If you need any career advice or any advice, you are welcome to reach in this WhatsApp number. Meanwhile, since a lot of people are participating live, you are always welcome to comment if you need any doubts or clarification. If you want to review any of the job description also, you can send the link. You can see there are a lot of confusion even by the reputed organization. Many times they dump wish list. Sometimes this kind of mixing happens. I cannot accept if they give a justification saying sourcing is a part of logistic. It's not a practice by Apex. They will laugh at this designation for the job description what they have given. Okay, so anyone, any questions, any doubts, any questions? Even if you are watching offline, you are always welcome to comment so that we can respond to your queries. Thanks for watching. Have a nice evening as well as nice week ahead. Bye.